Hey guys, welcome back to the English Gentleman Gamer with me, Roscoe. Been an awful long time since I did a retro corner video, or retro review. This isn't a retro review specifically because, for reasons it will become apparent, I didn't have the patience to finish this game and see everything in inverted commas that it's got to offer. The first thing that struck me was, it's a blatant copy of something else. I don't know. I suspect the devs held one particular game in high esteem, bonus points if you can tell me what it was called. More importantly, who it was fucking made by. It certainly wasn't these jokers. But anyway, I decided I've done retro reviews on most of the games I wanted to look back on. Ones I've played before, or ones I hadn't played before but were considered, landmarks or whatever. The only thing I've not really played through is the Zelda games on the NES. Anyway, the reason why I've done this one, maybe arguably an easier series to do, is I'm trying to find the shittest games ever, and regardless of platform. So I do need to get a Genesis emulator. I have tried a few that worked, but were unable to capture the video. And the reason why I've gone with Universal Soldier is it's a fair bet that for the most part, certainly on the Super Nintendo and Nintendo, movie tie-ins were shit. Until GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64, I don't think any. It was an Aladdin game. I think for the Super Nintendo got reasonable to alright reviews, but anyway, for the most, and this gun this guy's got is absolutely shite. And the enemies, some of the enemies you'll see, this guy, they don't shoot you, they just stand fucking next to me and kill me. I don't know how them standing next to me hurts me, but it does. I do appear to have infinite lives though. I have an energy meter in the bottom right hand corner that is very difficult to replenish. I think I found one power up in the 8 fucking minutes I was playing this turd. Why did I appear to have infinite lives? I know it's supposed to be on easy mode, but I don't remember putting cheat mode on. This is a cheap trick. These bees just keep fucking coming out, and there's no way to stop them enough to jump past them. Well, I could see anyway, so I thought that was quite a piss poor fucking manoeuvre myself. But again, another reason why I think this game is shit, and not a patch on the game it's trying to copy. The game that this pile of shite is trying to copy is a classic in my opinion. I played it a lot on the Amiga. I didn't buy it on the Super Nintendo. I think it's because I bought it on the Amiga. Was the reason why. But just as a review of this game, then, I didn't really want to do retro reviews in general, but this is trying to find the shittest game, so what a comment on it. The graphics, if you look at the likes of Pilot Wings, Secret of Mana, Chrono Trigger, Castlevania, even Zelda was bright and cheerful. This is just painful. The controls, now I can't really comment on the controls, but because I use a PC gamepad thing, it's actually a proper PC gamepad, it's not like a Mega Drive one or anything, or an Xbox one that I've plugged in. I'm not sure that the crapness of the response, if you will, is down to the gamepad I'm using or the game itself. I think so. The controls, I do think they're a bit sloppy, but then again, it could be the fault of this gamepad I've got. This fucking weapon I've got is appallingly bad. Doesn't fucking hurt man or beast. Gameplay wise, it's extremely repetitive. It's walk along the floor, get stuck, a bit like Battlefield 3 actually. You get stuck an awful lot, I noticed. There's a one power up I got, the one health thing. It's repetitive gameplay is an issue, obviously in every game, but in Mario, all you do really is jump, run, jump. It's how interesting or challenging the game makes it. Now this game isn't challenging. This game is a bit like is it Probotector or Contra 3, whatever it's fucking called in the UK. Considered one of the most difficult games ever. It's just difficult and boring. That was the first level, and there really wasn't that much exciting. There was nothing on that level. The only thing that made me want to do this video, having played it, was the fact that it was a complete rip-off of something else. A game that did it significantly better. And the one thing I would mention is the audio. The audio for this sounds like it was done on a Nokia fucking candy bar phone. It's that shy. You can't shoot upwards, which is wank. But sorry, the audio. Yeah, it took me a while to take that. I mean, little shitty thing there. Those are the enemies that look familiar to anyone who's into retro games. I also struggle to work out the difference between things to shoot and things to just jump on top of. Yeah, the audio is appalling. The game that this is blatantly copying had very good audio, certainly for the Amiga, and the composer, audio director, whatever at the company, Factor 5, was highly praised, and rightly so. This sounds like the audio guy was given a month to make the audio, spent 30 days on the piss, and then rolled up on the last day, fucking churned out any old shit. I don't know what these yellow things are for. There's a counter for them, but I mean, what's all that fucking jumping on them about? I don't get that at all. There's a counter for them yellow diamond looking thing. I mean, that thing just fucking sailed straight through me and damaged me and killed me. But again, as I've got infinite health, infinite lives it seems, and what's the problem? This game is crap. The foreground graphics are dire. It's difficult to distinguish. They finally worked out how to do this razor blade looking thing, because I'm getting pissed off being mauled all the time. I found that I realised I could do that. It just prolonged the agony basically. It didn't really make the gameplay any better. All it meant was I could live longer between dying, but I've got infinite lives anyway. It made no difference. Yeah, the foreground graphics are like, a blend of 4 different shades of brown with occasional colours. The background, they've gone to the effort to make parallax backgrounds, but it's what the Super Nintendo did best anyway. Or one of the things it did best. And I'm dead again. It's just an uninspiring game based on, not a bad film. The premise for the film was, back in the day when this first came out, was quite good. I was a bit hearty-mouthed. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to do this, but I got away with it in the end. The idea of exploration in a level is a good one. A lot of games use it. Metroid springs to mind, which is another game that this seems to be inspired by, but it doesn't. I don't appear to be rewarded. It was just fucking dull enemy after dull enemy. I didn't find any secrets, nothing that I could break. I didn't even find a power up for me shitty gun. I mean, look, I've got a little fucking single shot blast. This guy didn't appear to be able to die either, so that was a bit frustrating. That shot just. It didn't even make a noise when I was being hit either, which I thought was quite annoying. You can't shoot upwards, which for a game that goes up and down so much is quite shit, really. I thought, but that's clearly the programmers and the testers for this heap of poo didn't feel the same. One thing I've never worked out about the crap film tie-ins is why the film companies were happy to be associated with such tripe and utter garbage. GoldenEye was the one that kind of bucked the trend, shall we say. There was other shite out before that. Most big films, like, I know, one thing I will say, Terminator 2 on the Game Boy was one I did own, and I did finish without cheating. That was actually quite enjoyable and quite difficult, and it did, along the lines of Battletoads, it did try different types of mission, if you want a better word, in each level. And it did, it followed the film quite closely. I mean, I don't remember this being in the film, going in underground caverns and being able to turn into like a little saw blade, so, what the fuck were they doing? GoldenEye, the levels replicated, sections of the film as closely as they could, given the limitations of the Nintendo 64. But anyway, I want to give this game 2.5, because it doesn't. I mean, it's not complete shite, but it doesn't improve on the game it's copying. But anyway, so anyway, the hunt for the shittest game ever continues. I do suspect the answer is going to be Superman on the Nintendo 64. I'm told that was completely appalling, but I need to find the Nintendo 64 emulator first, so we'll see about that. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. This is episode 1 of the crappiest games ever, well, as according to me anyway. So thanks for watching, and I will try and record some Battlefield 3 this weekend. I should get a little bit of time, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Take it easy. Bye.